Ah, isn't Minecraft beautiful? You know what let's do? Let's make it even better. Let's put a giant bedrock box in the middle of all of this. And that'll make it tons better. I feel like that'll be a nice addition. Ah, much better. Much better indeed. In case you haven't seen the title of the video, today we have a mod in vanilla. Now, what is a mod in vanilla? A mod in vanilla is basically a device made with command blocks and redstone that is imported into the game in the form of an MCEdit schematic, like this one. Download for the MCEdit schematic will be in the description. Tutorial for importing an MCEdit schematic into your world. You can just find that on the internet. There's so many of them, and they will explain it much better than I could. Basically, you just have to grab this schematic. It's called EnderCrystal Magic, and put it into your world. It's as long as it's somewhere in the spawn chunks, which I believe this is, then you're good. So just put it very near your spawn, and you will be absolutely peachy. Now, before we start working with our EnderCrystal mod here, we have to set it up. So there's a little bit of a process to that. That's kind of inevitable with this mod. And so I'll show you how to do that. Basically, you go down here. There's a door there's an opening in the side of the bedrock here. You go down here. Oh, if we can start. There we go. And we have to do two things. First, click all these buttons. 1, 2, 3. Basically, these command block output and 2 scoreboard objectives. Then we look at this sign. It says this one. So that's how we know which block to take the coordinates of. It is, in fact, this one. So we are looking at, because you can see that down at the bottom of the screen, -87, 66, 222. The reason it tells us our looking at block is because we're in the 1.8 snapshots, which you absolutely must be, of course, because this uses many of the features of the 1.8 snapshots, such as @e. So -87, 66, 222. Then we go up here and we put that in here. -87, 66, 222. Replace the 000 with whatever your number was. In our case, it was -87, 66, 222. There you go. You're done. That's about it. So you have now set up the mod, and we can actually turn it on. I've just earned the achievement taking inventory. How fantabulous. So basically, there are these 3 levers. They're all flipped on. As soon as you flip the levers off, that will enable the mod. It doesn't matter. If you break the levers, then it will be on by default, not off by default, so don't worry. All right, there we have it. Now we can start using our mod, and I will be back when we're ready to start doing that. All right, so here we are, and we are ready to start using our mod. /time set 0. Once we actually start going into what these ender crystals that we're going to be spawning in can do, I will go into survival mode, so it'll be easier to show you. But for now, basically what we want to do is we want to have at least 2 diamonds, at least 4 redstone, at least 4 iron, at least 4 glass, and at least 4 magenta dye in our inventory, because that is what will be used to make our ender crystal. Now, the way you actually summon the ender crystal is, of course, through a spell of summoning, because it is EnderCrystal Magic. And the spell, the normal spell that's used to summon ender crystals is very, very complicated. Very complicated indeed. So many different steps. It just goes on and on and on. So pay careful attention, because who wants to do that? Instead, we can take a shortcut. Who doesn't like taking shortcuts? Do not. I swear, if you just said you didn't like to... if you just said that you didn't like taking shortcuts, then just shut up and give me the and then the last part of our simplified spell is actually rather easy. It is, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my own incompetence, the last part of our spell is quite easy. It's simply that. Now, there we go. That. Now, as soon as we're done with that, we title it Ender Crystal. And we, 3, 2, 1, sign and close. There we go. So you'll see it took 2 diamonds, 4 of everything else, and we have our Ender Crystal here. So you can see why we needed all the things we did. We needed the magenta, we needed the glass, we needed the iron, down here at the bottom, we needed the redstone, and we needed the diamonds just because they're diamonds. You all be diamonds. And so what we can do is we can actually start using the mod. Beware. I know. I am aware. I perfectly understand that this is the most OP, cheaty thing you will ever see. If you mind that, then you can always go into the command blocks over here and change some stuff. If you do want to change what it costs to open up the to summon an Ender Crystal, that will be in this top section here. If you want to change what the Ender Crystal can do, that will be in the bottom section here. The wall is too thick down here. Oh, looks like I broke through. Anyway, it's down here. Down there. And then if you want to change, you might even want to put some glowstone in there. I thought I did. If you want to change what the other stuff can do, if you want to change the final thing it can do, which requires the diamond sword, which I'll show you in a minute, that's in the middle section. But anyway, now that we have our Ender Crystal, we can actually start putting it to work. So I'm going to go into /game mode 1. No, I'm not. Going to game mode 0, and I'm going to /effect at P 17 10 10, and that is giving myself a hunger 10 effect for 10 seconds. Look at that. It's really impressive. It's quite the hunger effect. Okay, so it went away now, but you'll see my hunger is half gone. How do I regain that hunger? Well, I could eat this steak, but if I want to be just really cheaty about it, I can throw this steak to the Ender Crystal. And you'll see it took my steak. And now I'm going to open up my inventory because you might... No, I'm pretty sure we won't be able to see it because it's only a second. But we are going to wait for this Ender Crystal to do something. Alright, there you have it. It took, it does it in intervals of a minute. It changed this, it added some stained glass here. This is brown stained glass. To signify that it is the steak Ender Crystal now. And every minute, it'll give me a few hunger points. It's like 3.5 or something. No, that would be 4.5. But here's the thing. This is ridiculously OP hunger. You know what saturation is. I'm sure you know what saturation is. This has ridiculously high saturation. You are probably never going to lose this hunger in like a normal... Yeah, it's OP. Anyway, next we're going to give it a golden apple and wait for it to do something. See, it took the golden apple as well. Oh, well, there you go. It did something right away, so I didn't even have to speed up the video. It'll give us an absorption 2 effect. So that's hunger, that's health that isn't coming back if you lose it. but it is absorption 2 for almost a minute. So almost constantly, see, if you lose any of it, it's not coming back. Almost constantly while I'm around this thing, I will have an extra 4 hearts of health, even though they'll only be replenished every minute. The last one, I will have to set up for just a tad. Alright, so now we are going to give it a diamond sword, and it's going to eat the diamond sword. And it's useful that it's diamond because this is by far the most OP one. Now, you'll see that at the minute mark, it changed the glass to red. That is because it will actually kill mobs for you. Any mob, any hostile mob, not any hostile mob, any zombies, skeletons, or creepers, how about, within a 10-block radius of this will die almost instantly. See that? It works with skeletons. It works with creepers. 2 hits. See, even baby zombies. Let's see if we can get a zombie to pick up something before it dies. Nope. Anyway, you get the idea. Any zombies, skeletons, or creepers within 10 blocks of this will die. However, outside of the 10-block radius, they're fine. So let's say I come over here and I push this guy into the 10-block radius. There we go. See? I pushed him into the 10-block radius, and he died. That took way more effort than it should have. See? Can demonstrate it much better this way. See? He walked into the 10-block radius on his own, and he died. Those are the 3 functions of this. You can go inside, you can look at the command blocks. You do absolutely have to be in the 1.8 snapshots. It just kind of simply won't work if you're not in the 1.8 snapshots. Currently, I am in 14W11B. Yeah, just be in like 14W11B or later. If you're watching this in the future and 1.8 has come out, then obviously that will work too. Yeah. So that is about it. Tell me what you think of this mod in vanilla. It's not something I've done before. Not a mod in vanilla anyway. I have done bucket in vanilla, which God. Whenever I get reminded of series on my channel, just know. Anyway, yeah. Tell me what you think. Be sure to give me all of your suggestions and your comments. Everything. I greatly appreciate everything. If you liked this, then please do leave a like. That would be much appreciated. If you didn't like it, then please leave a comment saying why. If you do choose to dislike it, which is entirely your own prerogative. Yeah, that's about it. Tell me what you want to see. Please tell me what you want to see. I'll be doing more of this, undoubtedly. Because I know that people on my channel like these command block things. Beware the creeper, respect the cows, bestow you to benevolence like liking and subscribing, and all of that goodness. And I will see you all later. Take care.